What are some of the lessons that you've learned that we could all take away?
Mortality is the most obvious thing in our life. We don't know whether you're going to get a university degree or not. We don't know whether you're going to be the richest man on the planet or not. But we know one thing, you're gonna die, okay? That much we know. But it's amazing that more than 85% of the people have no idea that they will die till their very last few days come. It's quite ridiculous, but that's a reality. And you will be surprised that I would say over 85% of the people, the last moments, they look bewildered. They're not fearful, they're not in pain, they look bewildered because they never even started their life yet. All that's happened in their life is their thought and emotion. Your thought and emotion is just a psychological drama that you're going through. No experience of life has really happened. Very few moments they've touched life. Rest of the time, they're just busy with their own thoughts and their own emotions. Your thoughts and emotions mean nothing, actually. But right now, it is larger than the cosmos. Yes? Today, everything is going perfect in the cosmos. No accidents, no galaxies clashed, no star wars happened, all right? Everything is going great. But one nasty little thought in your head, it's a bad day. So somewhere, your psychological drama has become bigger than the cosmic happening. Once you lose perspective on this scale, then living well is an accident.
So more on joy, because when I see you on your motorcycle, on a speedboat, swinging a golf club, I see joy. So tell me more on joy. Let's end on joy, and then I'm going to give you the stage, and we can open it up to questions.
There are many ways to look at this. One simple way to look at this is, all human experience has a chemical basis to it. What you call as peace is a certain kind of chemistry, what you call as joy is another kind of chemistry, what is bliss is another kind of chemistry, ecstasy is one kind of chemistry, agony is another, misery is another, anxiety is another, stress is another, whatever. Every human experience has a chemical basis. Or in other words, what you call as myself on one level, experientially, is a chemical soup. The question is only, is it a great soup or a lousy soup? Suppose I give soup-making ingredients to every one of you, do you believe that all of you will make the same kind of soup? Each one will turn out your own kind of soup, though the ingredients are same. That's all that's happened. All of us have fundamentally same ingredients. See how different each one has become. Because the soup-making skill, it's a delicate skill. If you create a chemistry of blissfulness, you will be blissful. Because right now people are thinking situations are either happy or unhappy. Situations are not happy or unhappy. Situations are neither problematic nor beautiful, they're just there. It's for us what we make out of it. If you may label it as a problem, it becomes a problem. If you simply look at it, it's always a possibility. This is not about being optimistic, this is just realistic. There is no situation on the planet which is marked a problem, isn't it? It's only in your mind you mark it as a problem. Whatever you don't know how to handle, it'll become a problem. What is a problem for you may be a breeze for somebody else. So, this process of constantly labeling as okay, not okay, I like this, I don't like this is where the problem is. There is no equanimity in the mind. It is sloshing crazy. Every situation is sloshing the mind in so many different ways. The fundamental problem, you can say, is evolutionary in nature. You know Charles Darwin, you guys studied some science, right? Not all business. Charles Darwin said, "You were all monkeys," he said, not me. You were all monkeys and then you became human. He also went about saying what was supposedly a deer, supposed to have become a giraffe over a few million years, what was a pig became an elephant, things like this, took millions of years. But for the monkey to become human, it happened rather quickly. So quickly that anthropologists think there is a missing link somewhere. So this rapid transition from a monkey to man has caused some problems. According to science today, they are saying the DNA difference between a chimpanzee and a human being is only 1.23%. 1.23% is not much of a difference, isn't it? Physiologically, that's how close you are to a chimpanzee. But in terms of intellect, in terms of awareness, a human being is worlds apart from a chimpanzee. Or in other words, you have an intelligence for which you don't have a stable enough platform. Now, when was the last time somebody poked you with a dagger? They never did it. They ignored you. I'm saying, how much suffering in a human being is coming from outside? Minuscule. Rest is all on self-help, isn't it? That is your own intelligence turning against you. You can call it stress, you can call it anxiety, you can call it fear, you can call it misery, you can call it whatever exotic names you want. Essentially, it's your intelligence turning against you. That's all that's happened. Because you have an intelligence for which you don't have a stable enough platform. So the entire yogic system, the fundamental nature of yoga is to create a stable platform. I know if I use the word yoga in America, it means twisting yourself like a pretzel. That's not what yoga is about, unfortunately. Only the physical aspect, which is out of 200 and odd sutras that Patanjali gave, only one sutra is about physical aspect of yoga. Unfortunately, in America, that one is being blown out of proportion.
We have about 20 minutes. I'm gonna leave you with the future to chat, to answer questions, and use up the rest of the 20 minutes.
Use it.
The stage is yours.
Yeah?
So does getting a formal education like we get it here have any value to the internal well-being?
I think the formal education is oriented towards a particular subject, maybe here business, as it is. You could use everything for your inner well-being. But the fundamental orientation has not been done, I would say, right from primary education. The society itself is not oriented that way. Entire society here and now slowly in the rest of the world is becoming such. Well-being means, what are the 10 things I must have in my life? People have those 10 things and you still see them miserable. You see people driving their dream machines. You just stop the traffic for 5 minutes, people will be fretting in their dream machines. They're not happy that they can spend extra 5 minutes in their dream machine. They're just fretting. They're on the edge of bursting at each other. This is not because of situations. Situations are better than ever before. I want you to understand, as young people, as a generation of people, never before in the history of humanity have we known these kind of comforts and conveniences as you people are enjoying right now. Never before, yes? But never before humanity has complained as it's complaining today. We are becoming such a whining generation of people though everything has become easy, we don't have to physically work for anything for that matter. Yes? Everything comes. If you turn on a switch, everything comes. I want you to look back 200 years ago. If you wanted water, you had to carry something and come. If you wanted food, you had to go out and get it. Now everything comes, you just have to order it on your phone. In spite of that, we're complaining. No, the future generations, the young people here, you should see that we are having physically the best possible life that human beings ever had. Now, making it good for ourselves and everybody around us should be our commitment, experientially good. That will not happen unless we turn inward and we know how to manage this one. Above all, those of you wanting to become leaders, you must understand, being a leader means in some way you have to manage 1,000 or 10,000 minds. If you cannot manage your own mind, how will you manage 10,000 minds? It'll be a disaster.
Do you think some professions are more meaningful than others? And if we are like in finance or art, should we eventually evolve into helping others or…
Can I tell you something that happened a couple of years ago? A young boy, a 12-year-old boy who was studying in one of our schools, wrote a letter to me. He's just 12 years of age. He wrote a 2-page letter to me. I was amazed at the clarity with which he wrote. I had never seen a 12-year-old boy writing that kind of a letter. It was too mature and clear and beautifully articulated. So I thought, who is this fellow? I want to see him. So in India, it's very rare for people to get an appointment with me because my schedule is 20 hours a day, it's fixed up 7 days of the week. So I gave an appointment to this boy. So he came and said, I don't want to end up like my parents, just doing this and that, working for a living. I said, hold it. It's fine, you want to do something different is fine. But the moment you look down upon something, you will not do anything significant in your life. So I told him a simple thing. We have a center where nearly 4,000 people are living, and every day we have at least 5 to 10,000 people coming as guests and going. So I told him, see, tomorrow morning, if I close the meditation hall, everybody comes. Morning sadhana starts at 5:30 in the morning there. I said, when they come for the meditation hall, if I lock it and keep it without any explanation, and if people just say, Sadhguru has locked it, everybody will think, oh, there must be a higher purpose, let's wait. All right? They will wait. 1 day, 2 days, 10 days, they will wait, thinking something bigger is coming. But if I lock the dining hall, 10 o'clock is our meal in the morning. Suppose I close the dining hall and the word is spread, Sadhguru locked the door of the dining hall. People will think maybe today evening a feast is coming and they will wait at least till evening. But if I lock up the toilets in the morning, people will freak within 5 minutes. So I asked him, which is more important, meditation, food or shit? So don't ever look up at something or look down on something. This is a simple thing you have to learn. There is nothing to look up to, there is nothing to look down upon. If this one thing you learn, never look up at anybody, never look down on anybody. If you simply learn to see everything for what it is, in every sphere of life we can do something significant.
So